Hey guys, what is up? Spectr here, and I haven't done a casual Friday in a while, so I figured I would. I just wanted to talk about like why I want to do what I want to do. I don't. That came out really. That just sounds stupid, but yeah, I guess that's the point of these episodes. But right now I'm a paid, gaming and consumer tech journalist, and I've always wanted to jump from that at some point to not writing about games, but writing for games. And I've worked on 2 indie titles before, doing some world building and some character design, and that's insanely fun. I also work on a really big Skyrim mod that gets updated quite a bit. I'll link it in the description below if you guys actually want to check it out. But I mean, there's a greater reason why I want to do that. I'm like addicted to story. I think storytelling is the most underrated thing in modern society. Everyone likes to talk about their favorite show. They like to talk about their Breaking Bad and their Game of Thrones and their favorite movies. I think the thing that gets lost in all of that is like it's all rooted in a great story. Like at one point there were people who lived their entire lives and that's all they did. They just sat people around a fire and they told stories. And I think that's the coolest thing in the world. And I just think it's amazing how, like, all of our favorite characters in these worlds and all this stuff that we love is, like, it's crammed into a disc or into a file. And I think that's the most amazing shit in the world. I don't know. So I've always wanted to go from writing about games to actually writing stories for them. And writing dialogue and designing quests and things like that, which I've done in a small sort of sense with the mods I've worked on and the indie titles I've worked on. But the reason that I even want to do any of that stuff was like I was that kid who ran home after school to go watch Cinematech and cheat and X-Play and Attack of the Show, and I remember I had a shitty Wi-Fi connection in my house, so I had to walk across the street and on my like first generation iPod Touch download podcasts from like it was like Sessler Soapbox and like Feedback, and I think it was called something, it was like Nightcap or something before that, and it was like Patrick Klepek and Abby Heppy and like Adam Sessler, of course, and just who else, Blair Herder, and it was just, I don't know, that whole channel, everything that just came from G4 was fucking awesome, except the movies. It didn't suck because all the movies did suck, and all those reruns of Cops fucking killed me. But anyway, I don't know, it was just like fun because you didn't have to be playing a game to appreciate games, whether you were watching stupid trailers on Cinematech, which I honestly think was just filler, but it was still entertaining to watch, to like cheat, to like behind the scenes interviews and stuff they did with developers on like X-Play or Attack of the Show. Like it was so fucking cool, just everything about it. And having these, in-depth discussions on the podcasts or, on other segments where they'd, like, go into some of the deeper stuff that, like, I've talked about in some of my videos, but the only reason I even consider these things and don't just play games as mindless entertainment is because I watch those guys have those deep conversations about things like violence in games, things like finer points of game design, different representation of different people in different games. Like so many of the complex conversations we're having now about video games and as taking it seriously as a medium is because people like that, were your Adam Sesslers and your Kevin Pereiras and your Morgan Webbs, like they were talking about all that stuff, and it was so much fun to watch. And I fucking hate Esquire. I don't know. I also got into my first Comic-Con with a press pass because of someone who worked at G4, and they gave me their press pass for like a Sunday because they were only being paid to be there for like Friday and Saturday, and then they were being flown back to California, and they left me their press pass at a hotel, and they said go wild, like just take it. And I remember that was the year that like I think Halo 3 came out, and I got to go, or was it Halo 4? Whichever Halo came out is the same year as Assassin's Creed 3, because yeah, they were showing that off too. I remember Ubisoft was there. But I got to jump the line to get in. I got to jump the line to play Halo. I got to jump the line to see the teaser, the exclusive teaser for Comic-Con for Assassin's Creed 3. Like, it was so much fun, and it was only because of one of the correspondents at G4 that I got to even do that. Sadly, he passed away though, so it's super unfortunate. But because he was so gracious and offered me that opportunity, I even got to go to my first Comic-Con. So I've always appreciated that. But I don't know. I just kind of wanted to take a second to talk about all that stuff because, you know, every time, like, sometimes I'll post stuff like that on Twitter or whatever, just bring up G4 randomly, or on Facebook, and everyone just, you know, puts like a broken heart emoji, and everybody misses that stuff. And I just think it's crazy that nothing has filled that vacuum. I guess the internet has, obviously. I think that if G4 still existed, you know, people wouldn't pay as much attention to your IGNs or your GameSpots, but I just, I don't know, I wish I could turn on my TV and just see that stuff again. It would be really, really cool. But anyway, onto this fucking game. It's been actually going pretty well for me, by the way. We've actually... Usually when I play doubles, I'm carrying, but this guy's actually a pretty good support.
Five minutes remaining. New relic located.
Son of a... Universal remote. I fucking hate that exotic so much. I cannot stand it. Alright, we're just gonna run over here. Grab the relic, grab the relic. Let's try to fuck somebody up with this. Let's see, and one. And two. Please? Come. Yes. Thank God. Okay. There's like this superstition that if you dance, the meters go up faster. Like, if you dance, they'll go up faster. And like, when you're capturing a point, or in this case, if you're taking a relic, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't go faster. It just feels like it does. So every once in a while, I'll bust out a little dance while I capture something. You mother. He's gonna die. He's so gonna die. He charged way too soon. Yep. Okay. Well, it was an honorable attempt, but no. Let's see here. Ah! Yes. You motherfucker. I rarely pull those off. I'm only learning how to use a sniper in PvP as of like the last Iron Banner was when I started using them. I finally got Zen Meteor to drop for me, and it's amazing. I love it. But then I got another sniper to drop that was higher than my Zen Meteor, so I just decided to infuse it into this sniper. But yeah, if I pull off a headshot in PvP, it's like, I'm fucking proud of myself.
Probe is out. Keep them away.
I'm hoping to get better sniping in PvP when private matches come out, because what I'm super excited for is not even playing with other people. I just want to load into the multiplayer maps and pick them apart for myself. I did that with Halo Combat Evolved, the original on Xbox, and on the real Xbox One, whatever, I hate that name. Anyway, I would sit there for hours, and I would find every little point that I could hide in, anywhere that I could sneak, and just snipe everyone else from across the map without them even knowing where I am. Like, I was the kid who was like climbing that one wall in Blood Gulch that you could actually walk up and just snipe people for days. It was just the most fun thing ever to just learn the maps myself, not go on some guide on, well, YouTube wasn't even a thing, but that's why I don't do that now. I just think it would be more fun to do it myself. But I'm so excited to pick apart these maps and just learn all the little nooks and crannies that I could hide in. You motherfucker. Of course you went that way. God damn it. Thank you. There we go. And that's it. That was a good match. Holy shit, how many medals are they gonna give me? If you haven't checked out my review for Deus Ex Mankind Divided, definitely do if you were thinking of picking that up, because it is an amazing game. And if you miss G4 too, please tell me about that shit in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.